So in this video, we are going to break down the term financial health and well-being. What exactly does that mean, and how in the world do I know if I am financially healthy? If you're interested in learning more about that, stay tuned, buckle up, because we're about to go on a ride. What's going on, y'all? Jarod Anderson here. Welcome to the Path to Financial Independence YouTube channel, where my mission, and I got a new mission for y'all. My mission now is to help 9-to-5ers reach a place of financial health, financial well-being, and financial independence. So look, if you about that lifestyle, please do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button, and tell all your friends, your mama, your daddy, your relatives. Help me get this word of financial health and wholeness out, man, because it's more important now than ever. But look, man, I got some amazing news to share with you all. I just finished the requirements to become a certified financial social worker. And I know you may be like, what in the world is a certified financial social worker? Listen, all you need to know is that it allows me to combine two of my favorite passions, which is social work and finances, and bridge them together. But no, seriously, basically, I've been talking a lot about wealth and financial independence, but it's kind of one-sided because there's so much more to it than the dollars and the cents and how much you spend, how much you owe, how much you save, invest in. There's a whole nother aspect to it. I mean, there's that aspect that talks about your relationship with money. It talks about your behavior. It talks about your overall financial health and well-being, where your mind and all those other areas are concerned. So what financial social work does, it just combines all of that, and it doesn't just stop with looking at dollars and cents. We're going to go beneath the hood and just actually examine your behaviors, your mindset, your relationship, all of that stuff as it relates to money. So I'm super excited. So my content is going to shift a little bit. I wanted to wait until I got through the certification to be able to go a little bit deeper. And so we're going to start that by defining what financial health is. So first thing you need to understand is that your health is the most important thing that you got. As a matter of fact, the platform of your life sits on the level of your health or the lack thereof. I mean, you know that to be true. Just think about a time. I'll give you a quick example. I was doing something with my car. I injured my finger a little bit. I scraped it, but it cut it pretty deep. And so, man, you would think that my whole finger got cut off. I couldn't think about anything else with my body because my finger, my pinky, it was literally throbbing. And so it took about maybe about 2 weeks for it to kind of heal, where it began to feel better. But just that one part of my body not function optimally, it kind of threw everything off. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. Whether you got a toothache or a headache, it's just like you can't focus on anything else because of that one particular area. So I just want to emphasize to you how important your health is. In 1 Corinthians 12:20, it says that there's many members, but there's one body. But each part in that body has a specific part to play. And it doesn't matter, some members or some parts of the body may seem more significant than others. But I guarantee you, if one of those parts stop working the way that they ought to, you're going to be able to tell. So the point is that your health is the total functioning and the well-being of all of those parts working together. But let's go and define health. Health is the state of complete physical, mental, social, emotional, and I include spiritual well-being. Let's define that again. Health is a state of complete physical, mental, social, emotional, and spiritual well-being. So a lot of times when we talk about health, you hear people may omit a number of those areas. I mean, they may talk about your physical health, and sometimes they talk about your mental health, but very rarely Now they're starting to talk more about your emotional health just with trauma and everything. But what's the missing ingredient in all of this? So what part is missing? So we talked about your physical health, your mental health, your social health, your emotional health, and I include your spiritual health. But what part is missing out of that equation? You should know because it's what we're talking about tonight. What's not included in a generic definition of health is your financial health. So let me ask you this question. Do you think that financial health should be included in those areas that I spoke about where defining health is concerned? Well, let's put it in this context. Let me ask you this question. Have you ever not been able to pay for something and it impacted you mentally? Or have you ever not have had enough money to meet a basic need and it started to impact your body? You began to feel fearful. You began to be filled with worry. You started to have anxiety. So think about it. Not having the resources that you need, talking about financial resources to do the things that you need to do, it's going to have an impact on every aspect of your life. Think about this example. You go out with a group of friends and they go someplace that's a little bit outside of your budget and you're trying to hang like you got deep pockets, but boy, if they go one extra place or if they go and try to do one more thing, it's going to kill my budget. And that little nervousness that you feel when you know you don't have the money for something, listen, that impacts you, man. That impacts you mentally. It messes with your mind. I hate being places where I'm dependent on somebody to have to take care of me or somebody to have to foot the bill for me because I don't have what I need. So I said all that to say your finances matter, okay? So now let's incorporate financial health into this definition of general health. So here's some basic definitions that I looked up where financial health is concerned. First is the state of one's personal monetary affairs. I got that from Investopedia. And, that doesn't really do much for me. The state of one's personal monetary affairs. Okay, that's okay. Let's move on to the next one. The composite measurement of an individual's financial affairs. Now, this one came from the Freedom Health Network. Again, that one is kind of, the composite measurement of an individual's financial affairs. That still doesn't really move me. It doesn't really speak holistically to health the way I wanted to. But this one right here, this one did it for you, boy, right here. Financial health. And this one came from, where did this definition? The Financial Health Institute. Check this definition out. Financial health is the dynamic relationship of one's financial and economic resources as they are applied to or impact the state of physical, mental, and social well-being. Ooh, now that's hitting on a little something there. Let me say it again. Financial health is the dynamic relationship of one's financial and economic resources as they are applied to or impact the state of physical, mental, and social well-being. I like that because what it does, it doesn't make your financial health just about how much you owe or how much income do you have coming in, how much do you have in your emergency fund. Those are all good and those are all important metrics, and we'll talk more about those in future videos. But when you talk about financial health, you have to look at it in context of how does my finances interplay and impact my mental state? How does it impact my emotional state? How does it impact me socially? So if you think about it, your finances, it has a role, it has an impact on all of these different areas of life. So when you talk about your financial health, you have to look at it in context of how it interplays and how it impacts all the other areas of your life. So as good as that definition was, it still didn't quite do it for me. So Let me tell you what my personal definition of financial health is. And this came straight Holy Spirit off the dome. All right, so this is my definition of financial health. The degree to which your financial behavior and financial ecosystem support, stabilize, and sustains your overall life functions and lifestyle. Let me say that for you one more time to make sure you get it. It's the degree to which your financial behavior and financial ecosystems support, stabilize, and sustains your overall life functions and lifestyle. All right, so I know that was a mouthful, but let's go a little bit deep into this. Let me break this down to you and let me tell you why I chose this definition. So first of all, the degree to which your financial behavior. You can have your behaviors can characterize bad health. So say for instance, let's just say if you engage in let's just say smoking, or you do drugs or something like that. That's not a healthy behavior for your body. I'm just talking about, there's no judgment on it, but where your health is concerned, smoking, drinking, doing drugs, that is not a healthy behavior. That's why when you go to try to get insurance, the first thing they ask you is like, do you smoke? Or they ask you those questions to kind of gauge your behavior. So I believe that your financial health has a lot to do with your behaviors, your financial behaviors. So if you're engaging in unhealthy behaviors, financial behaviors, then you can't really be financially healthy. So the degree to which your financial behaviors and financial ecosystem. Now, I'll go into this in another video, but your financial ecosystem includes all of those things that we associate with traditional financial health. So it talks about financial ecosystem. When I say that, I mean, what's your income? How much debt are you in? What's your net worth? How much do you have in your emergency, or I like to call it, in your stabilization account? How much do you have saved for retirement? How much do you have invested? How much do you have that you're paying in interest and credit card debt? All of those things are your financial ecosystem. So think about it. Your financial behavior and your financial ecosystem, those are going to be two primary things that's going to determine how your financial status supports, stabilizes, and sustains your overall life function. And when I talk about overall life function, I'm talking about your mental health. I'm talking about your emotional health. I'm talking about your physical health. I'm talking about your social well-being, and I'm talking about your spiritual health. So if you think about it, your finances, your money has a role to play in all of those different areas. It determines what type of food that you can eat. It determines, are you stressed every week about bills because you don't have enough to pay your bills? Or are you stressed out emotionally because you're in a whole lot of debt? Or even the type of social opportunities you have, being able to send, maybe your child to a certain school, or you being able to partake of certain activities. All of that stuff is determined by your financial health. So I think I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to go into much more detail over the next several videos. But for this one, I just really wanted to give you a baseline of what financial health is, in my opinion. And I want you to just kind of go back and gauge yourself, like, what are some financial behaviors that you're engaged in? And would you constitute those behaviors as promoting health or a lack thereof? So I want you to think about that. So if you got any value out of this video, please do hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure that you plug in, because we're just going to go deeper and deeper in this whole discussion on what is financial health. So we're going to talk about some financial behaviors in the next video, and we're going to get deeper into those different aspects of a financial ecosystem. And you're going to be able to have some specific metrics that you can use to help you determine your level of financial health. Because my mission for you going into 2024, I want you to be in optimal tip-top health. I'll talk to you later. Bye.